Hi, my name is Trey Williams, and I'd like to ask you a question. First, let me lay out a scenario for you. Imagine yourself as a young college student working towards a degree in a field that truly speaks to you. For 4 years, you take classes and work hard to finish your degree. Upon graduation, you manage to find a job. The building you work in is old, sure, and has some leaky pipes and shoddy air conditioning, but that won't keep you from doing what you love. You agree on a set salary for the year, paying you for 7 hours of work a day. You're excited to start, and you come in on your first day of work, bursting with enthusiasm. As the weeks start to pass, you become accustomed to the job. It's a bit harder than you had anticipated, with the days being longer and the work being more demanding than you had planned. Work also follows you home, as you spend several hours finishing the work for the day and preparing for tomorrow. Months pass, and you are losing sleep. You are constantly being monitored and evaluated at work, adding to the pressure you feel from just trying to keep up with the workload. Amid all of this, you fall behind on your rent. The job doesn't pay as much as you thought it would, and certainly not as much as you feel you are earning. While working, you decide to go to grad school to increase your value in your profession. You do this on your own time and your own dime, in hopes that the pay might adjust with your improved qualifications. Now here's my question. You spent years studying and working toward this job, but is it worth it? Is this really the career you want to do for the rest of your life? Welcome to the plight of the millions of teachers in America. Teaching is a vital profession, not only to our success, but that of our community and nation. In a country where sports stars, entertainers, and CEOs are celebrated and make millions of dollars a year, our education system is falling apart and struggling to keep teachers in the classroom. This discrepancy is known as the teaching penalty. It describes the gap in pay between teachers and other jobs requiring similar training and credentials. In 1992, the pay discrepancy for teachers was 2%. That is, they were making 2% less a year than their peers in other vocations with similar credentials required. By 2017, that gap soared to 19%. That means choosing to be a teacher costs you almost a quarter on the dollar in terms of how much your annual pay gave you compared to other jobs. To put it plainly, teachers are working longer for less, and the trend is only getting worse. Aristotle wrote, "Those who educate children well are more to be honored than they who produce them. For these, their parents, only gave them life. Those, the teachers, the art of living well." Teachers are a fundamental part of our society. Education is linked to better economies, higher salaries, lower crime rates. It has proven essential to the formation of democracies and promotes civil rights and equality. In fact, there are few professions that shape our lives and the lives of our children as much as teachers. In Aristotle's time, it was a profession revered beside doctors, philosophers, and lawyers. Today, that respect has eroded away. Teachers are often portrayed as losers who take out their frustrations on their students. Examples include Mr. Rooney from Ferris Bueller's Day Off, whose vendetta against the titular hero pushes him to breaking and entering in an effort to prove he's playing hooky. Mr. Vernon in The Breakfast Club is portrayed as aggressive and abusive toward his students, even challenging one to a fight. Dewey Finn in School of Rock thought being a teacher was easy enough that he could do it with absolutely no schooling for a quick buck. Side note, he does actually come to love the profession and grows as a person. Controversial comedian Louis C.K., whose mother was a math teacher, called all teachers absolute bleeping losers. With so much negative perception of teachers being shown in the media, it's no wonder that they aren't appreciated for the vital role they play in society. While teaching is often portrayed as a last resort career of failures in the media, in reality, a professional teacher is degreed and certified, and is often evaluated constantly by the administration. Those cute shows, like AP Bio, where the teacher is hired off prestige alone and allowed to run amok without teaching a single thing, are just that, shows. They are a fantasy. Teachers dedicate their lives to the profession, often out of love for the job in spite of low pay and long hours. There are countless professions and careers in the world today. Many of them play a vital role in our lives. Where would we be without doctors and law enforcement? There are many jobs we hold in esteem, and in today's world, there are even people who don't really have jobs of any kind that we hold in great esteem too. We revere our businessmen and commend them for their vast wealth. Jeff Bezos, the millionaire CEO of Amazon, makes about $149,000 a minute. But there is one job that is just as important, just as crucial today as it was 2,000 years ago. That is the teacher. Let's give our educators the respect and the salaries they deserve. If Jeff Bezos donated just 1 hour of his salary to education, we would have $9 million more dollars in the education budget. Now imagine if members of the 1% donated just 1 hour of their wealth to our educators. Gandhi once said, "If we could change ourselves, the tendencies in the world would also change. As a man changes his own nature, so does the attitude of the world change towards him." So to put that simply, be the change you wish to see in the world. We must all change how we view and respect our teachers. As we respect our educators, we will elect people who do so as well. One by one, we can change teachers from being the butt of our jokes to being the pride of our communities. We will attract the best and brightest to be teachers who will then teach our children. This is how societies grow and flourish. If you are looking for change in our country, be it through hope or making America great again, the answer lies with our education and our educators.